What's going on, everyone? iLootGames here, and yes, I know I'm getting this video out a little bit late. Last night's New Year's Eve stream got a little wild, and I'm recovering still. But I appreciate you guys for checking the video out still, hitting the like button, subscribing, leaving a comment down below. I did leave timestamps, so you're able to jump anywhere in the video and find the information you're looking for. I'm going to try to do that for all the future videos. Also, today's the last day to register for the 1v1 tournament that I'm hosting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The prize is a Nintendo Switch. So if you don't follow me on Twitch, go in there, use the Switch command, and you can get information about that tournament. Now let's go ahead and jump into the patch notes. Okay, let's go ahead and explore these patch notes. Get ready to step in the ring with the Fight Night Collection event. 2020 is last year's news. Let's start talking about 2021, beginning with our plans for the Fight Night Collection event coming January 5th. If you haven't already seen the Outlands trailer, I highly recommend going and checking that out. Happy New Year's, Legends. We're starting 2021 off with a haymaker with our first Season 7 Collection event, Fight Night, going live at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on January 5th, which is interesting. So it's going to be a nighttime LTM activation. Today, we'll be telling you about it, including a temporary new game type, the Airdrop Escalation Takeover, which we saw in the leaked video I did a couple days ago, the Pathfinder Town Takeover, the Fight Night Collection event and its associated rewards track, collectible cosmetics, and the new Gibraltar heirloom, newly generous loot granting MRVNs, and a whole host of balance changes and bug fixes. Read on more below for details. This is actually the dev stream. So what I did in this video is I took some things from the dev stream. I posted them on Twitter already. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, that's definitely a spot you want to follow me. Instagram, I'm coming up on there. I'm going to be more active. Please follow me on Instagram and maybe even Facebook now. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe even TikTok. Who knows? But and you don't need to watch this whole dev stream. They talk a lot about stuff that's not important. At the end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and leave the two videos I posted on Twitter where they talk about the new event and they talk about the MRVN. So you can go ahead and listen to the actual devs explain in detail what's going on with those. Airdrop Escalation Takeover. With this update, we're testing a new approach to LTMs. Instead of launching as its own playlist, the Airdrop Escalation LTM will be a takeover of the normal play Apex game mode. It's classic Battle Royale, but with way more supply drops. Immediately after you leave the jump ship, you'll find a cluster of 4 supply drops across the map. During each round, more will drop. They land at the same speed as Lifeline's care package, so they drop much faster. Each supply drop contains a fully kitted weapon of different tiers depending on the round. For example, round 1's drop features level 2 kitted weapons, while round 4's drop include red armor and crate weapons. As with regular fully kitted weapons, you can't break them down or swap the attachments onto other weapons. And of course, regular weapons and weapons will still appear on ground loot. So you can see that multiple drops all over here. Looks like this is probably the first round. We're curious to see what you'll think about the takeover approach to LTMs. Now, the reason they are doing this is because they are trying to limit the number of LTMs they do, which I know is probably not going to come across very well. Just thinking about this, usually what I hear is that we need more LTMs. Now they're actually trying to say, no, let's not even do an LTM. Let's just make the LTM part of the normal mode. So I'm very curious what you guys think about that. Leave a comment down below and let me know, because I do read all my comments and I want to know your guys' feedback so I can share it on Twitter. Oh, and they said that it's because a lot of people won't play the LTMs beyond the first few days. They see a big drop of people queuing up into the regular modes and it splits their player base up. And since crossplay does not actually include PC automatically yet, it definitely hurts different player bases. So they're trying not to split everyone up. It just sucks. It's a Winter Express mode. I just love that LTM. I don't think it's hurting the queue times that much, but you know, that's their decision. Pathfinder Town Takeover. Drop your weapons and get ready for a brawl in Pathfinder's Town Takeover Fight Night style. Entering the ring will prevent any player from using their weapons and any of their abilities. The only way to beat someone is via a bit of fisticuffs. Oh, and don't worry about any outside ring interference. No outside projectiles, grenades, or abilities can penetrate the ring's force field, which we can see right here. Punch out the loot balls contained within the ring to scoop up rare loot. Just remember, you can't use it until you leave. They do go in a little bit more detail about being able to fight your own teammates and stuff like that in the dev stream, and that will be included at the end of this video. Fight Night Collection Event and Rewards Track. The Fight Night Collection Event brings another set of 24 themed limited time cosmetics to Apex Legends. There's that Loba skin. That looks very interesting. Their makeup is, I don't know. This, though, the Revenant skin, my God, that's a good skin. That is Such a good skin. All 24 items will be available through direct purchase for Apex coins or crafting medals and in event Apex packs for the entire duration of the event. Each event pack will come with 1 event item and 2 non-event items at the following drop rate. This is the stuff we normally hear. And here's a new Gibby heirloom you'll get if you purchase all of the event. I'm also going to throw up on the screen all the inspections, I'll play that in the corner right now, that come with the new heirloom. So here's a Fight Night track. We see there's a charm, there's a free Gibby skin, free, what is that, RE45 skin, and a free charge rifle skin. So those are the things you're going to be able to go for. That alternator is fire. The RE45 is okay, that's the free one. And then here's the other free skin. After having been previously decommissioned, Marvins are now programmed to reward legends in the arena, only appearing in Olympus. These friendly guys will give you loot after interacting with them. They'll produce tiered loot equal to what is shown on their screen. White sad face equals a common level. Neutral blue face, a rare level, and pleased purple face equals an epic level 3 loot. Very happy yellow face equals legendary. Pick up your loot and thank your friendly Marvin, or if you're feeling toxic, shoot them. When you do, they may drop their arm for you to store in your inventory. Taking this to another Marvin with the missing piece may get you a reward. High five. So I also included that at the end where they fully explain everything if you want to check that out. Now let's get into the real changes here. Meta updates, legends. There's nothing too meta shaking this time around. We're giving Season 7 some extra time to shake out. Horizon released strong but not overpowered. The below buffs are aimed at small power increases. Rampart still needs overall power, and the Caustic buff is an extra bit of compensation for the loss of vision blur from gas in Season 7. Note that looking at our data, the Season 7 change was a solid buff for Caustic, but he's not quite where we want him to be. That's interesting because most people hate Caustics, and they're sounding like they still want to buff Caustic a little more. Rampart, amped cover, decreased cooldown from 30 seconds to 20 seconds. That's interesting. That's a big deal for Rampart, but Rampart definitely needs more. Caustic knocks gas trap, decreased cooldown from 25 seconds to 20 seconds. That's big. That is huge. Weapons, the Hemlock, decreased the damage from 22 to 20 per shot. And the massive spread out 3rd to 4th pellets to decrease max range of 4 pellets hit. Prowler, reserve bullets increased from 175 to 250. I think this is a really good change. Reserve bullets increased from 175 to 250. I think this is a really good change. Also, just so you know, the massive one is actually nerf. Okay, so the increasing the spread of bullets will basically decrease the damage at range. But it may have an effect up close too. We're gonna have to see how it plays out. Quality of life, ultimate accelerants can now be used without opening your inventory. If your inventory is not currently available, just press the button or buttons on controller to activate it, and you'll pull out any stored accelerant in your inventory and use it automatically. This looks like this could be a little troublesome though. What if you need to, like you're in a fight and for some reason like you need to drop heals to your teammate, you open your inventory up and boom, you start using the ultimate accelerant. This could be an issue. I'm hoping that it plays out a little more smooth. When in a lobby, if a party member leaves your lobby for any reason, all party members will be marked as not ready. This should stop accidental launches into a match when your buddy dipped out for a second. That's a good change. The fabled Mark All Seen button has been added. There we go. Click this to remove the helpful red dots. Pinging the nearest respawn beacon from Spectate will now always ping the nearest beacon unless you don't have enough time to use it before the ring closes over it, instead of defaulting to the nearest beacon in the next safe ring. That's interesting. So it won't just ping the one that's in the safest ring. Now it will actually ping the nearest one, which is very annoying when it does that. You'll be like right next to one, and it'll ping one that's in a safe spot. Like, come on, res me in the dangerous spot. Let me get back in this. We now show you how many treasure packs are needed to acquire the next comic. This should make it easier for people who are chasing the new bit of lore to know how far they are. Caustic should now smash the door with his heirloom hammer instead of his leg if available. We added a small bit of information to the Find Friends box to describe a situation where your friend might not be findable because of their EA account settings. And then bug fixes. They fixed an issue with Bloodhound's UI disappearing after interacting with Horizon's Tactical. Wraith fixed an issue with Wraith's portal being destroyed by the Trident. Bangalore fixed an issue with Bangalore's missile passing through hatch doors when they are closed in World's Edge. Mirage fixed an issue with Mirage decoys not making footsteps. This is huge now. All the Mirage decoys will make footsteps. This is going to cause a lot more confusion. Crypto fixed an issue with Hack consuming 2 vault keys if 2 keys were in Crypto's inventory. Fixed an issue with Hack getting stuck within the Trident when deployed as a passenger and the Trident is on a ramp. Revenant fixed an issue causing other players to teleport with a Revenant if they punch Revenant when he has very little health. Fixed an issue that didn't allow Revenant to deploy the Death Totem while on the Trident. Loba fixed a lot of windows in World's Edge that prevented Loba's bracelet from passing through. Rampart fixed an issue that allowed Rampart to play Sheila while in the Phase Runner. Fixed an issue where UI elements stayed on screen after using Sheila. Horizon fixed an issue with Horizon's abilities not affecting Lifeline's dock and Crypto's drone. So one of the fixes I was really hoping that we'd see is Gibby, because his shield, when he throws it, a lot of the times it'll fall through objects. It won't deploy. We've seen ALGS where his ultimate didn't come out for whatever reason for TSM. So I'm hoping they add more fixes coming up, but the next patch, I believe, from what I've been told, will not be until the next season, which is at the beginning of February. So keep that in mind, guys. We probably won't see any major changes until then.
Fight Night is a boxing ring in a stadium, and it's right next to the ship in Olympus in docks. So the deal with the boxing ring is once you enter, it's melee only. So you can't shoot into it, no grenades, no abilities. And you just duke it out with your fists.
Cool new animations come up, right? Like,
dude, we have so many. I can't believe how many animations the animators gave us. First person and third person. I saw someone do a tuck roll, like a spin kick. There's at least 3 Easter eggs that I know of, like Easter egg animations, and different like view inspects. It's sick. And then, but if you're Pathfinder and you have the boxing gloves, you keep the boxing gloves, because we're a tasteful company with tasteful tastes.
Of course. So when you guys enter the ring, is it squad versus squad? Is it 1v1?
It's just a mosh pit.
Oh,
so,
cool.
I mean, we just tested it. Well, this is coming out far in the future, but just a few days ago where we had about 60 people land in there. And it's just, you're still allied with your squad. But it's you versus whoever's in there. It's an absolute bonkers mosh pit. And then each character has their own lines that they say when they go in, and we've got like a crowd in the background and a bell that dings, and then there's TVs all around the arena to let you know like what's happening inside, like knockout, or it says cowardice if you run away. And then also inside the boxing ring, we have the loot rollers that are on World's Edge, and you can punch those and get items. So if you hot drop into the boxing ring, you can leave with guns and armor.
Now around the map, there's more of them, and they've woken up, and they're standing there with one arm. Poor guys, just have one arm, and their chest smiley face is just cycling through emotions really quickly. And you'll notice the smiley faces are based on loot colors. So you walk up to them and you activate them, and it basically acts like a slot machine. It even sounds like a slot machine. You hear the ding, 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 and whenever it lands on, some loot pops out, and you can loot off the ground, and then the Marvin goes into sort of a power down mode. The extra layer here is if you kill the Marvin, if you're just a horrible monster of a person and you kill the Marvin, there's a chance that he will drop his arm, the one good arm that he has. And that'll be a gold item that you can pick up and put in your backpack, and then find another Marvin in the map, attach that arm to the other side. Marvin will be extremely happy at that point and give you some gold loot. So it's sort of like a loot tick. It's sort of like a cargo drone, and there's some timing involved, but then it kind of has this little quest involved in repairing a Marvin afterwards.